Is this happening to you? Your AquaRite electric chlorine generator is on. It is showing things on the display, but it has no power LED. Is that happening to you? Well, let's look on how to fix that. Hi, I'm Mike Bolland. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy some of the content. This particular playlist has to do with me doing DIY projects with one hand. Hopefully, above everything else, these videos instill confidence in you that you can do things regardless of what you think. As they say, safety first. So unless you want to have one hand, the best thing to do is turn off your breakers very first thing. Now, let's unplug the cell and take a 5/16 head socket and take these screws off. Hopefully, smart. That's all. Keeping that socket is 100. It's right now. That's why I'm doing this. Now that's off. Take off the plate. And my next step is this. I take a tester, even though I know I turned everything off, I still take a tester. Not only that, I will test this tester before I bring it out here, because again, I do not need to shock this hand at all. But I'll check. I will check for any kind of power, any kind of, and there is nothing. So now let's take the control unit out. First thing I'm going to do is remove the red wire, and I am going to use trusty needle nose pliers to do that. Now I'll take the black out. Keep those to the side. The very next thing I'll do is get my head out of the way, but take out these. So I came inside to actually do the repair on this, and that's because, like I said, it's about 110 degrees. This is Arizona, so I'm not going to work outside. So here's everything I have to do the repair on the AquaRite system here. I have some cutters, some snippers, needle nose pliers, solder. Of course, I have the soldering iron. One thing I'm going to tell you about the soldering iron, so don't stop watching. I'm ambidextrous when it comes to soldering. I can solder with my left and I can solder with my right, but you have to watch that to see me do it. Actually, it's because I don't have much of a choice. If I have to start working on things, I only have one hand to do it with. So I have to be able to solder with this arm. And lastly, I got the parts right here. They just came in today. So let's move the computer board out of the way, some of the other parts, and let's see, let's hope we got the right stuff. There's something else you got to do with one hand. You got to use your teeth to open these things up. I wish things were different, but no, I don't. I like having one hand. So here is the new thermistor. And I'll tell you the part number in case you don't want to read the description. It is AS32 2R025. I got a package of 2, and I got the OE stuff. There's plenty others out there, and I would have gotten those. I would have taken a chance on any of those other ones, but I got the OE one because it's the one that I can get the quickest here. Now that I have the parts, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to snip this out. I'm going to snip the top part out. It'll just give me more room to work. So let's do that right now. And I don't know if you can see this, but it is cracked. SL32. Did I say SL32? This one says AS32. That one says SL32. Wish me luck. This is the one that I did a lot of research on, so I hope that's the right one. So now I have to take these parts out, the parts that are soldered. So let's do that right now. What I like to do is straighten these out a little bit. It makes it easier to get out. And I'm going to do this right-handed right now. The way I do this right-handed, I use my elbow. Could I do it left? No. There's no way I could hold this like this. Can't do it. So people with two hands, I don't blame you for not being able to envision how this works. I don't either. When I watch this video, I'm going to go, why do I solder like that? But this feels so natural to me. I've been doing this for more years than I'd like to admit. So let's do this though. Let's get these things out of here. And one out. Got it. All right, let's put the new one in. And there we go. Not the prettiest soldering job you've ever seen, but I think it's effective. We'll see what happens when we plug everything back in. Time to put everything back in. I'm just going to fast motion this. All right, let's turn this thing on. You're gonna know before I do whether this thing works or not. Our light is on. The no flow will go off in a second. Well, I would say that's victory. But at the end of the day, listen, if you feel like you can do it, it doesn't matter what you have to start with. Work what you have to start with and do it. If you feel like this video helped you, give me a thumbs up. Please give me a follow. But if you feel like this video could possibly help someone else, or this channel could possibly help someone else, please share it. Thank you.